Episode 6 of DNMs with Duzzi, and I'm here with
Mele Hufanga. Yeah.
and we're on.
We're on. Yeah.
Beautiful.
Good.
And before we start, I just want to let you know that you're the first person to leave your seatbelt on.
Oh my god! You know what? That's cool. That's cool. You know that
I've tried to get someone.
Safety first. Safety first.
That's true.
Holy, that is crazy. What the? Okay.
I'm so
you
sorry.
Could've told me.
I'm so sorry. Gail and Ali almost did it, and then right as I was about to start, they were like, "Oh," and took it off.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. Did I just destroy the trust?
No, you're good. You're good.
Okay, good. All right, let's launch straight in with. We'll go your favorite rugby league moment as a fan.
Oh, my favorite rugby league moment as a fan. Is this in general?
It could be anything. It could be your local footy field. Anything. Could be an NRL moment, an Origin moment.
I think an Origin moment last year when I got to watch the State of O at Suncorp. Like, that was crazy.
Oh yeah,
like,
yeah.
That was like just the atmosphere. It was my first time at Suncorp as well, and also at the game as well. Like, it was just crazy. Like, it was like holy. One day, yeah.
So was that your first time watching a game at Suncorp?
Yeah, and first time in Suncorp too. So
awesome.
that was unreal. Like, I was like, man, just looking at the field and everything, I was like, oh my gosh, one day I want to play on that field. So that was crazy.
And you have now.
Yeah, which was cool.
And you will again.
Yeah,
Days.
Yeah. That
How
was
good
cool.
Is that?
Yeah, that was cool. That was cool.
Your favorite rugby league moment as a player?
Oh, okay. Moment as a player. I feel like I have heaps, like especially last year. But I think my favorite moment will definitely be not playing, but like going to the Dally M last year.
Oh, cool.
Like, that was crazy. Like, I feel like it was a special moment for me. Like, I think not only getting the award, like that was crazy. Like, I had no idea. Like, you know, like I just went with Netta, but I think just seeing everyone, like growing up, watching people on TV, like, you know, all the stars on TV, and then rocking up to that place and seeing them in real life, like, it just like, man, these people are just normal people. But, you know, on social media and on TV and stuff, like, people make it out like, you know, these guys are like the shit, you know. No, these people are the bomb people. Like, but I got to like meet people around there, and I'm just like, holy, they're just like me.
You know,
and you.
people think that about you too.
No, they don't.
I think you're shit.
I think you're the shit too. Yeah, and then like not realizing, like, man, honestly, like, yeah. Well, I mean, that was crazy. Like, they're just normal people. Like,
yeah. Oh, that's really cool.
That was cool. Yeah.
Your most underrated NRLW player?
Eesh, I have heaps, to be honest. But I would. Wow. Okay, maybe I'm being biased because she's my friend, but I would say Uppy Nichols.
Oh yeah, and she's been around a long time too. Yeah,
I would say Uppy Nichols. Yeah.
Yep, that's a good one.
Yeah.
Shameful obsession.
Okay. It'll be like toes. I'm being serious. I swear to God, Duzzi, like it's not that I judge people's toes. Like, I was talking to, I forgot who it was. I'm pretty sure it's Kelly. I was showing her my fingernails, and I was like, oh, like, I got a thing for like toes as well. If I see people's toes and it's like not my standard, like, I don't judge it. I'll be like, can you bring me your feet? Like, I'll fix it like that. Like, I'll have that. I won't be like, ooh, your toes is yuck. I'll be like, bring it here, I will fix it. Bring me nail clippers, I'm good.
Wow.
I am serious.
So do you get petties? Like,
I don't.
So you just do them yourself?
I just do them myself.
Oh wow, you have cute little feet actually.
Yeah. Sometimes my sister says my toes look like my fingers, so not even gonna let that get to me. But anyways, yes.
Okay, that could have gone anywhere.
Yeah.
Because when you originally said that, I was like, uh-oh. Moving on, your childhood hero.
My childhood hero. Wow. I don't know if this is weird, but I've always thought like Michael Jordan was my childhood hero.
Oh yeah, that's not weird. That's a great one.
Yeah, I just feel like growing up as a kid and stuff, like just hearing about his upbringing and like how many times he failed as an athlete to where he is right now. Yeah. Like, sometimes I just sit there and be like, man, if Michael Jordan failed so many times and I failed so many times, like, I kind of like not compare my life, but like I'll just say at the end of the day, we're just all human. If
Yeah.
that makes sense. So yeah.
I love
MJ.
him.
MJ.
How good is he? Yes.
Yeah.
That's a great one. And to finish off, 3 artists for the rest of your life.
Oh, CB's definitely one. Chris Brown. Yes. Three.
Yep.
Wow. I love Nicki Minaj.
Oh, yeah, nice. Yeah.
She's good. And
What's your go-to Nicki Minaj song?
my go-to?
Yeah.
Only because I know all the words. I don't know if you know it, but it's called Dear Old Nicki.
Is that off that first like mixtape?
Yeah.
I have it.
Dear Old Nicki. I know every rap to it. Eh?
My favorite's Chun-Li. Off I'm not gonna sing it. Okay, I will sing it.
No, don't.
Bitch,
don't.
I've been. Anyway, sorry. Third one.
And my last one. That's a hard one because I love everyone, but like, I don't know. I really love Boyz II Men.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah.
That's a well-rounded 3.
Yeah.
Because you got to have a few slow jams.
Yeah.
So, and then you got the rap.
Even like when I
nice.
do a workout and stuff, like people listen to like upbeat music and fast, and I'd rather listen to like sing along or slow jams.
Yeah, you know how I put my songs on
Yeah.
in the gym? I never listen to them in the gym by myself.
Wow.
I listen to like slow R&B. Yeah. So I'm fake pretty much. Anyway, okay. Some personalised stuff. So you came from rugby union background,
Yes.
which you achieved a lot in. Did you start playing league just for the World Cup?
Nah, I started playing league before the World Cup.
When did you start playing league?
I started playing league when I was like year 12 back in high school.
And then mainly did union until...
Yeah, so and then I played a bit of both. Like I played Saturdays union, then Sunday played league club.
Oh my God,
Yeah,
were you sore all the time?
Yeah, I did, but when you're young, you're just like, you know what, fuck everything, just go play it. And I enjoyed it. You know, the first time I ever played league, it made me hate union. Like I didn't even turn up to any union trainings, and like it was crazy. Like year 12, high school, when I first got introduced to league, I loved it, and I never turned up to any of the my union trainings. But I surrounded myself as a young player with really good role models growing up as a union player.
Yeah.
Like the Wolfgrams, Vania Wolfgram and them, the Laveas, all those. I got FIFA, Famosili, like the union stars. Like I played in the same club as them, so I remember when I was young and they used to ground me saying like, oh, you need to come to trainings, you can't expect just to play because you're going to turn up to trainings. And I was just like, that's when I had to decide whether I have to drop one of them.
Yeah.
But I chose union because I felt like these guys are really good people and I needed to be around them.
Yeah.
So I stopped playing league for a bit during club for like probably 2-3 years. I started playing golf. Do you remember Tawila Fotumola?
Yeah.
I played with them back at home.
Yeah.
Way back.
Yeah.
Before all this started. Yeah, so that's how it all started.
Yeah, very nice. Well then, sort of with that question, in terms of like the NRLW space and like the international stuff, you probably burst onto the scene like after the World Cup and everyone wanted your signature. So firstly, let's talk about the World Cup, because that you just like blitzed that and everyone was talking about, who's this Mele girl? Who is this girl? She's just randomly come out of New Zealand and carved up. Was that fun?
It was. I enjoyed World Cup.
Yeah.
To be honest, that's probably like another highlight of my like league career and stuff. Like, it was amazing, and I think, and the cool thing about that is that I got to share with Netta, because Netta was my roommate, and like her and Amber, they looked after me heaps.
Yeah.
But not only that, but just the whole experience being in England, World Cup, representing my country, my family, and it was unreal.
A good group.
Yeah.
Netta and Holly.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, like I said, so you kind of burst onto the scene. I remember watching it and the whole buzz was who's gonna try and sign her.
Yeah.
Pretty much. And I know, like, obviously, us at the Broncos were like, oh my God, let's get this girl here. Because you're a gun. But what was that like, having like lots of clubs reach out to you, and what made you eventually choose the Broncos?
Oh man, I knew that question was coming. It's always tough. Like, I'm being serious, because like I even got like people back at home that asked me the same question, but I was when it all happened, like it was an overwhelming feeling. Like when I got back home, like the only thing I wanted to do was just spend time with my family. I wanted to deal with that later, but time wasn't on my side.
Yeah.
But anyways, just to let you know, Bronx wasn't the first club that came to me. It was the Raiders.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they did offer me more than the Bronx. Yeah. But it wasn't. It's not even about the money for me. I told myself and I told my family, like, whatever club comes to me, like, I will, like, talking like there was heaps of clubs that came to me, but I'm just saying, like, I'll only pick a club that I know that will look after me, like, not only financially, but, you know, mentally and physically, like, because I know that when I do relocate, like, I don't want to get there and be like, oh, fuck, I want to go home.
Yeah.
You know, like, this is the, like, I'm a environment person. If the environment and the vibe is not there, then I don't want to be there.
I was just going to say that sometimes it's just the vibe.
Yeah, I honestly don't want to be there. As much as people say, like, oh, it'll get better, but I'm just like, man, like, I don't want to rock up and, like, be all shy and, like, don't want to do my best because how everyone's making me feel. Like, I already felt like that before, and I don't want to feel like that again. Anyways, and I felt like the only reason why I chose Bronx is, like, Paul and Princey, like, they flew to NZ twice to see me. They came to the testing of me, and that's when I dogged that, you know, Paul.
Yeah, we'll get into that.
That's what he gets. That's what he gets. I always say that to him. That's what you get. Anyways, they came to see me twice and everything else, and, like, I don't know. I just had this mawhana feeling. Mawhana in Tonga means, like, warm feeling that, like, these are the guys that will look after me and everything. And, you know, I did pray about it. And everything else, and then I just chose the Bronx, and I do not regret it at all. So.
Well, I'm very glad that you did
Thank
as
you.
well. You're very much an asset to our club.
I appreciate that, thank you.
And I definitely wouldn't want to play against you. Let's touch on that little story you just mentioned though. So you guys did a little bit of a, was it like a little fitness test?
Yeah.
Did you do the 1.2?
Yeah, I did.
Or something? Yeah.
I did.
And your dog was there?
It's not my dog, it was one of my friend's dogs.
Oh, your friend's dog.
Yeah, it was one of my friend's dog that came that day as one they were watching. But because the dog is very overprotective over people, and then, like, once I was after I finished doing the 1.2, like, I was gone, like, I was seeing stars, and I walked away, and the dog came, and then I told Paul, oh no, don't, like, he looks friendly, but he's not used to, like, random people. And then Paul was like, look, his tail's up, that means he likes me. And then I just walked away, and then when I walked away, I just heard a and trying to get the dog away, walked up,
oh my god,
and the dog bit him, like, near his fucking balls, like, I'm not even lying. And I was like, but because the dog did that, because after we finished, like, it wasn't only a 1.2 that I did, like, I felt like I was running the whole damn day. We did another a conditioning block, and towards the end I was running and I was beating Paul, and he kind of, like, tackled me, but he missed me, and I think the dog saw that he did that to me, and that's when he went after Paul.
Oh no.
Yeah, but
that's a pretty good story.
I warned you, bro. I warned you.
Had you signed when you were doing that, or was that like?
I don't think I've signed yet. I don't think I'm
so
not too
funny.
sure. I can't remember. I don't know if
he
I
definitely
signed
took
it.
one for the team then.
Yeah, he did. He can't get over that story, and I know he tells everyone about it, and I'm just like, stop. Stop telling them. You should tell them it was your fault. I told you.
We'll blame him anyway. So you've come over last year for the first time in Brizzy. Give us a little bit of a recap of your first year training, and also obviously being away from home. Like,
yeah,
lots going on. So how was that?
Oh well, I think last year was probably, like, I mean, every year. It's been 2 years. Last year was hard, like, being away from home, being in a new environment, meeting new people. But I feel like I'm just that person, like, I'll get along with anyone. Like, put me somewhere and I'll just get along with them. Like, I feel like that's just who I am. So I feel like that's what made it kind of easy for me last year coming into the space. Everyone's just welcoming, like, everyone was amazing. And just the trainings and stuff, it was hard, it was challenging. Like, every time I turned out for preseason, like, I remember the time where I wanted to give up. Like, I honestly, I forgot, I'm sure it was Ellie or someone was there, and I was like, nah, book my flight back home. Like, we had one conditioning block, and then I just got hammered, and I was like, had my hands on my head, and I was like, I don't want to be here. And I looked at Ned, and I was like, I do not want to be here. Like, book my flight back home. Like, I'm done. And I went home that night, and then the next day I just keep turning up. I just keep turning up until it was done. But it is challenging, like even this year too. Like last year, like there was, even though like there was 4 of us in one house, there'll be times where I just wanted to be around my loved ones. Like, it was so hard. And you know, talking about it now, I'm not a person to talk about my feelings in that, but I think last year when people always like listening and hearing people say like the sacrifices we have to make, like I've heard it and I know what it is, but last year was the first time ever that I felt what sacrifice was, and it just hit me. I'm like, man, so this is the sacrifice that I have to do for my family, but this is the price that, you know, this is the price that it costs me, like feeling this way. And like at the same time, like even this year too, like I know everyone's got different like stories and their backgrounds and everything, but to me in my life, like I feel like in my family and what we do, like I feel like I'm their only hope. And oh my gosh, fuck, don't cry, Mele.
I'm so sorry, I wasn't trying to get really deep.
No, you're all good. Good. No, but I mean, like, when I talk about sacrifices and everything, like when I hear people talk about sacrifice and they try to look at me like I know what you're sacrificing, I'm like, you have no idea, man. You know what I mean? Like you have no idea. Like you have your own meaning of sacrifice, but like sometimes I beat myself up about it, like, man, like you should be grateful. Like I am grateful, but I never knew like how much sacrifice that I had to make. But then I think to myself again and see the bigger picture, like, man, look what my mom had to sacrifice to get to where I am right now, you know, like I can't complain about that. But yeah, I look at life and what I do in my life differently now. But yeah, that's my little story.
That was beautiful.
Yeah.
Do you feel like it's like your responsibility kind of to your family to play? Not really. I feel like even though they say they are proud of me, I do just want to, like, for myself to know that I made them proud. Like, it's so easy for people to say, I'm so proud of you. Yeah, you take it in, but like I think I'm just that person, like I want to know that myself too. Yeah. That's why self-belief is a massive thing for me, and you know, you're the best, honestly. Well, speaking of like where you come from, how did you feel last year when you were lining up for the Kiwis playing against Tonga?
Oh man,
was that a mixed emotion kind of feeling?
Yeah, it was tough. Like, I sung both national anthem. It was, I think the hardest part of that game is because it was at home. And I had to play in front of my family and my friends, you know, just I can't even describe the feeling. It was really hard. Even just the build up towards that week was hard, because I heard, you know, this, you know, people talk, social media talks, this and that, but I never let that get to me during that week. But like, oh my gosh, just standing there singing the national anthem, I was just like, I don't care what people say, you know, I'm Tongan and I'm a New Zealander. You are. That's awesome.
I'll try to get away from the deep stuff. I don't want to bring you down before training.
We'll be fine.
Okay, let's go into, so what's your job title again?
I work for the Graham Dingle Foundation. I'm a Kiwi Can leader.
So with that, you have a lot of like funny little games and stuff, and like you bring a lot of high energy and vibes to the groups you're in. So let's talk about that a little bit. Like, how do you come up with these games? It seems like you have a million floating around in your head. Like, man, it's so impressive.
So I've been working for this foundation for like, wow, man, 7 years now. And we so it's pretty much, I'm in a primary and intermediate school. And we're just pretty much like a teacher. We teach kids values and then we put into practice by putting it into energizers and activities. So there's 4 values that we teach the kids every single term. So the 4 values are respect, integrity, resilience, and positive relationship. With those 4 themes, there's topics that falls under it based on the theme, and then we just run energizing activities. So I pretty much know, like if you give me a theme, I can give you an activity with that theme in it. Like literally I can do that. Like it does. And you know, the coolest thing about the job is like you can make up any game, but it's how you explain it to the kids why we use that theme, or like why we use that value. Hey, and it's crazy. So that's what I do, and that's where I get all the games and everything. But not only that, like I love working with kids. Like I really do love.
If I had a kid, I would want them to be working with you, because even like when you run those games in our team, they're so fun, and we get so like you're laughing and then you cry. Yeah. It's just an emotional roller coaster.
Like that poem thing.
Oh my goodness. Yes, everyone was crying in camp. It was great.
Yeah, it was.
But really yeah, no, that's like such a good trait to have, and like skill to have in a team, I feel.
That's true.
Okay, so I hope you've got a couple, but we can just finish with your rugby league ick.
Ooh. Aisha. Oh man, I actually thought that question would be easy, but it's actually hard. Rugby league ick. Can you tell me yours?
I can tell you a few of mine.
Yes, tell me a few so I can have an example. So
okay. I said to Ali actually, one of mine was when people don't know like the basic rules. That's one of mine, because I feel like you should just watch a bit of Rugby League, and you could learn. What's another one? I'm gonna throw Jada Ferguson under the bus, because I should have said this on her once. When people wear ankle socks to training.
Really?
I don't know why.
Is she the only one that
her and Shanae wear ankle socks?
I think it's a cousin thing,
like, yeah, I don't know about it. It's just not for me.
The cousins.
But you know, everyone has their thing, so I don't want to judge, but there's a couple of mine.
Wow.
There's me just being a hater for 2 minutes.
No, I mean, like, nothing's wrong with that. Everyone's different. Well, see, but that's the thing. Like, I don't think I have one. Like,
oh, you're too nice.
Yeah, no, I'm serious. Like, I don't think I have one.
Well, that's good, because that means you're wholesome on the inside.
Oh, actually,
yes.
Does this count? Like, I wouldn't say it's just, it annoys me when people are like.
Yes, go on, do it.
I'm not talking about our team. I'm just.
Is it something I do?
No, it's not what you do. It's like, you know, when people are like. Okay, no, I better not.
No, tell me. Do you want to whisper it? You know what? If it's bad, I'll cut it out.
No, it's not even bad. No, like what annoys me is like, you know, sometimes when you're just training or like you're in the middle of something.
Yeah.
And then like you hear a voice and like that person is the one like talking heaps. But then like the other one, they're like not even like following through with their words. Hey, that's like, how about I fucking throat punch you right now? How about you just shut up? No, I'm not saying that no one in our team does that, but I'm just every time they talk, I just look at them like,
yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I understand.
Yeah.
All talk, no walk, those kind of folks. Yeah.
What are you doing? Next time put your hand up if you want to talk.
I knew you would have one.
I had to really think about it. I was like, what?
And it was still not even that bad. Okay, cool. That's it.
This is it?
It wasn't that bad, was it?
It was really cool. Thank you for that.
I
really enjoyed that. It was really cool.
That's good. Thank you.
The whole time driving here, my heart was like this. I don't know what to say. Say the right things. But
there's no right or wrong. Good. And you said it all right.
Yeah, thank you.
Ready?
Yeah.
Done.
Yes!